taking off the top round. That's the heel, what I'm trying to avoid damaging. But that artery gave me the look I needed at what I need to trace out more or less, so as not to damage the muscles that I'm attempting not to damage. Okay? So. Towards the heel. Coming back across over top. Okay? This is the heel. That's that very silver skinny muscle that we're trying to avoid hitting. This is the eye round. Remember, I'm taking the top round off now. I don't intend to stab, gouge, or otherwise damage the eye round. So what I'm doing is just tracing over top, and that artery gives me a really good look how to avoid it. I can separate, loose myself of the heel. Now I've successfully loosed myself of the eye round. Okay? Look at the angle of my knife. The way these muscles naturally join each other. Look at the eye round. Okay? Semitendinosus. This muscle runs relatively straight. It's not that hard for me to trace down because it is pretty consistent. How do I know the eye round is relatively straight?
How do we know?
We just pulled one off and it looks relatively straight, right? Some muscles like the tri-tip have a wonk to them. They go on a little bit of a funk. The eye round is actually pretty straight as far as muscles go. So I can now trace down what's a relatively straight and well-behaved muscle somewhat predictably without damaging either the eye round itself or the top round. The top round itself actually hugs a little bit this way. So if you really want to take it off and make it look pretty, come around like this. Don't be intimidated, just be humble. Just say, I don't know, I need to learn, I wasn't paying attention, I need to review, something's not clear, can you please explain it? I'll never be mad at you for asking a question, requesting clarification, or otherwise being humble enough to say there are things that you don't know. I will kill you, I will physically kill you if you attempt to guess, if you pull things out of your rectum, and you come up with all these cockamamie ideas as to where these things come from, where they go, usable and unforgivable. It's not what you're here to learn. So, this over here is going to be basically the end of this trip. I do need to lose, this is the muscle that was left over from the top round previously. It's a worthless muscle that has no value to it. It's cute, tasty meat, lots of connective tissue because it attaches the top round to the femur, which is why I'm not all that concerned about leaving a little bit of it on or taking it off. It's inconsequential. Here, I'm making more consequential decisions because I can either be damaging the eye round, damaging the top round, both of which are useful, although not necessarily for steaks in some cultures. Okay, I can cut down over here. I'll leave a sliver either way. Nobody cares. In the slaughterhouses, nobody cares either. Quick tip: if you use your hook to pick up the top round, you're going to have a much easier, much more fun time loosening it. Now, all I need to do is get my knife where I couldn't get it before because everything was still attached, right? And so, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to turn my knife now back down towards the pelvis. Out of respect for the anatomy of the muscles and the way they run. And we're done. The top round has been removed. And that's that. Okay, have a hook in it because it